All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Report. For those of you guys who haven't been back in a while, we got some new tunes, and we definitely have some new news for crypto.com coin holders, the Cronos coin. We've got some news, and it's big for the whole crypto industry. So I want to talk about the biggest news in crypto today, everything that's going on, what we're looking at for a broader market, and yes, this news for crypto.com, because it's a big deal, what we're seeing going on. Let me tell you, we've done it. We did it big, and ladies, people, gentlemen, we're here, we're partnering, everything's great. That's what's going on. He's a partner, his family business, his business, truth.fi, is partnering up with crypto.com. Unofficially and officially, I want to read through some of the details on this officially, but it looks like there's an out clause for the Trump business, as you know, you'd want to do if you had a business associated with a crypto exchange. You'd want an out, which we should talk about. But we had an AMA as well, an AMA after we had the devastating CRO unburn. Isn't that tough? Wasn't that a tough message? Let's talk about it all. Now, we've been getting some criticism for talking factually, or for talking in a matter where, we didn't even have enough facts on this unburn, right? So, I'm gonna call him as I see him kind of guy, okay? And, anybody that would like a YouTuber or content creator to be like only a bull, like that doesn't make sense. Because I'll tell you right now, there are certainly some people, and let me just preface this by saying I'm not about to compare FTX to crypto.com, but there are some people out there that talked about FTX, and then when FTX went under, if they had kept talking about FTX, do you think that person would have credibility? No, of course not. That's the stupidest thing. FTX is a dead exchange. Now, I'm not calling crypto.com a dead exchange. In fact, I think it's a thriving exchange. Look at this partnership. It's huge news. I think that Crocoin's bullish, and I think that it's been bullish. But we had a very unbullish thing come, and it was the 70 billion token unburn. And so for us to create content to say, I don't like this, is reasonable. And for some people, I guess they think that it's not. But if you're here for just only content, I'm generally an up kind of guy, but if I see something that goes, I go, oh geez, that's not so great. It's not so great. And we didn't have a reasoning. The reasoning we had for this unburn was just like, trust me, bro. And some people attacked me over saying that too, but it's kind of what it was when you really think about it, is because we're going to do great things. That's what Chris said. And great things have been done, or at least the potential for great things are coming. And that's kind of what we heard out of the AMA yesterday, but we're still kind of missing some of the details on the specifics. And I've listened to bits and pieces. Later, I'm going to do a full watch of the AMA, but I do have some of the main points that I've seen kind of picked up from this AMA that happened earlier today. And I want to talk about some of the news. So without further ado, I hope everybody's doing well. We got baby Kip watching daddy on the big screen. Is that my girl? Oh, there she is. That's how I talk to my girl. I do the daddy little. There. My daughter's down there watching daddy on the big screen. Look at that. That's so cool. Wow, that's what a distraction. Good morning from baby Kip. Baby Kip's watching. I've been waking up with my daughter. Side note, real quick. I have been waking up with my daughter. I want to talk about this very quickly, and to my daughter out there, you can't understand this because you're only 6 months old, but let's share this very quickly, because let's start off with something very positive, that maybe all you guys can take away a little bit of positivity off this. Okay. So I want to read this. My wife was waking up with our baby on weekdays, because I get a 9-to-5 on top of the YouTube channel. It's quite a bit. And so the idea was like, okay, I'm going to work hard, all day, and then at night I can help out. Right. So like, I didn't want to take the morning. And so we thought this kind of made sense. Now though, she's, with a full-time mom, this made sense to us. So, but lately, I've been taking care of the morning routine with my daughter, and it's brought me like this incredible joy and motivation to the day. And I mean, admittedly, consistently just 2 days into doing a morning routine with my daughter on a weekday, which again, typically my wife was taking care of that because we thought, hey, that's your full-time job. I got my full-time job. So, and then I help out on the weekends. But it's been incredible. And the benefits of, first thing starting my day off as a dad is like stronger than anything else. And it's been awesome. And so there's a lot of takeaways that maybe you guys could benefit from in this, which is why I wanted to just share this post, which is not it's just something to share with you guys. The reality is I'm guaranteed a smile from my little girl first thing in the morning, and then that followed by just a simple routine, which is just going to feed her, change her, and then a little bit of playtime. Once it's over, I've already achieved so many tasks at that point, and I can, do other things while she's doing her personal playtime. She'll just sit there on her playmat. So now I've checked the box. Hey, I'm a good dad. I've got the morning off to a solid start. Mom wakes up, takes over, ready to crush the day, cranking out my cold calls, which is my day job, YouTube videos, and engaging with everybody on X. And I got to do that a little bit more. But here's the takeaway that I want to share with you guys. I encourage you, don't let the first thing you do in the morning be picking up your phone. Find something meaningful to you. If you don't have a kid, you could find something else to do. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's just breathing. Maybe it's going on a walk. Maybe it's just reading a newspaper or sitting in front of a window and thinking about life, but stay away from the screen for 30 minutes, for an hour to start the day. That's coming from a guy who's part of his business is on social media on the iPhone, but the mental clarity and the productivity increase is unbelievable. And I just want to urge all you guys to just think about it. Okay. Just think about it and, try to avoid the phone in the morning first thing. Okay. But let's get into some of the things that you might find if you looked at your phone in the morning first thing, or even if you just waited an hour, nothing new really happened. Okay. We've got a market open. We've got Bitcoin up a little bit over the last 7 days, but a little stagnant today, which is fine. In this video, again, I'm going to talk a lot through what crypto.com has been going through lately, because I think you guys need to be in the know about that, and maybe you're interested in my take on it, and so I'm going to share it with you guys. But Flexing My Croc says the first thing I do when I wake up is get ready for my 9 to 5. Yep, there you go. But Kit, my phone is my alarm. Hit that alarm off and get going. Take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your hair, whatever. Have a process. I think it's good. Hey, I don't give financial advice, but maybe I'll give you some life advice. Like I'm telling you, get off that phone first thing in the morning. Okay, guys, you've got plenty of phone throughout the day. I promise you that. BSS says, I think the AMA needs to be conducted by a non-CDC Cronos member. The hard questions were not answered and enough push from the interview. Well, I don't think that they're ever going to do that because, Chris isn't trying to engage in a debate where he gets stumped. That would be bad for the brand. That would be bad for Crocoin holders because, like, for example, if you had me or Black Sea up there, like trying to stump him, which we might try to do because, it should be done. We might pin him down and he might not have a good answer and it might end in some kind of weird thing and it would be bad for all of our investments. So there you go. John 3:16 says he reads the Bible first. There you go. That's a beautiful one, John. I would expect nothing less from my boy, John 3:16, my guy. Absolutely. That's awesome. So for the day, we do have some coins up actually look at that. Cronos is up 29% today, my friends. 29% for Cronos, up 33% over the last 7 days, getting a beautiful boost. Let's take a peek at the Cronos coin chart. It is up. It is moving higher, actually, right now, I believe. Kind of had a really nice spike in the last day because of why? Well, why? Because of this news right here. Trump Media says it signed a non-binding agreement to partner with Crypto.com. Non-binding agreement. Very interesting. To launch a series of ETFs under the TruthFry brand in 2025, subject to regulatory approval. So, a series of ETFs, guys. Trump is going to help launch the Cronos ETF. I got to admit, I didn't see this coming. That's wild. Well, of all the places that the TruthFi could have, Trump Media could have partnered with, they ended up partnering with Crypto.com. Now, yeah, they've been at the White House, guys. We've seen that. If you do look at my X profile page, you're going to see at the top is when Chris and Trump were shaking hands in Mar-a-Lago. That was a very big day when they came down there, and the White House Crypto Summit was a big deal. So it's not that, it's like not out of the blue, but this is a big story, and it caused the Crow coin to pop, and that is why you don't panic sell. And a lot of people who've been on X coming at Black Sea or myself, he's been a little more vocal on X, and so I've seen a lot more people saying, oh, you sold he didn't sell the bottom. I don't think he sold any on this dip. I think the last time he sold any Crow is at like 20 cents. So it's kind of funny. But what we have been talking about is the difficult conversation, and when we talk about something negative, people think, maybe we're selling or something, but you buy low, sell high, guys, or, at least don't panic sell low. I wasn't buying that dip, but also, we've already got allocations of Crow because, we talk about it a lot. We like Crow, but this is a big deal. Proud to partner with at Donald Trump's Truth Social and a series of ETFs, including the first ETF with Crow. There's a couple other things that kind of come out of this that's very, very interesting. So also the Donald Trump stock shot up on this crypto.com announcement, so mutually beneficial. What I also want to talk to you guys about, something crazy to think about now. Trump's World Liberty Financial crypto venture says it will launch a stablecoin. What if, and I want you to note what the little banner down below for this video is, but for this Yahoo Finance video, Trump Media to launch ETFs on crypto.com. But Trump's World Liberty Financial crypto venture says it will launch a stablecoin. Could you imagine? I know I don't have any facts on this, but could you imagine if Trump's World Liberty Financial crypto venture was partnered with the stablecoin launcher Crypto.com? What if the Crypto.com stablecoin becomes the stablecoin? That would be crazy. That'd be very, very bullish. But no doubt this Trump news brings us right back on track to have a confident dollar price. I think regardless of this token unburned, which is difficult, and it is difficult, and I want you guys to know that it is. Okay, on-chain sleuth Zack XBT accuses Crypto.com of Crow supply manipulation. Now, before I jump into this, I want to make it known that Crypto.com did a great job in getting the CEO Chris out in front of the community for an AMA. To note what some of the people are making comments about in the chat, it might be more meaningful if it was actually out in, if we had somebody that wasn't the president of Crypto.com interviewing the CEO, right? Somebody who could ask the tough questions, right? It could be, but also it wouldn't be a good look for Crypto.com because the reality is Chris, tell us exactly what you intend on doing with these tokens. I still don't think we have a full answer on that being used for the Cronos ETF. But the AMA did issue some reassurance. He basically came out and he said, mark your calendars 1 year from today, March, in 2026, if you're not happy with the price, then you can hold me accountable. So 1 year from today, he thinks we're going to be bullish, which is actually crazy to me because, most people believe that the bull market is going to end by this winter. And so come March, we could already be in a bear market. It was a very risky thing for him to come out and say, you're going to be happy come March of 2026, but we might be actually very upset because we might be in a bear market. Maybe not. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe we have a super cycle. Maybe we have an extended bull market, but that in itself is a bold claim. Honestly, kind of getting himself into potentially some more hot water by coming out and saying comments like that. But it is good to see him bullish and remaining confident. You're going to want to see that because he knows something that we don't. He knew that we had a Trump partnership coming, but we couldn't know that because of NDAs or whatever. And You know, a lot of people were complaining that we were saying, trust me, bro, because, well, you can't say it because he's got an NDA. Well, then just don't say anything at all, or maybe like announce the unburn after the fact, or, you know, I don't know. I think maybe it could have just been executed better, because it's not just me and Black Sea. I mean, there are so many crypto publications that came after crypto.com for this unburn. It did not make any sense to anybody out there, because it was like, we're going to unburn the tokens because it's going to be great. It's Trump Jr. over here, you know, and that's all we kind of had. But, you know, Zack XBT does have a lot of, you know, sway, I guess, or he's got a lot. People like Zack XBT. I think some people don't like him, but I know certain people look to him. Who is this Zack XBT character? Well, I'll tell you this. Oh no. Did I get rid of it? Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Zack XBT. It's weird to say. I want to say XDC. Boom. Okay. So he replied to this one. Proud to partner with real Donald Trump social. Zack XBT. Who is he? He's a guy with 838K followers on X. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. And a lot of people kind of look at this guy and like kind of listen to what he says. And he says, CRO is no different from a scam. Your team just reissued 70 billion CRO a week ago that was previously burned forever in 2021. 70% of the total supply, and we went against the community wishes as you control majority of the supply. Unsure why Truth, talking about Trump's team, would choose a partnership with your exchange over Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini after this move by your team. There's got to be some plan. There's got to be some reason, and we still kind of don't really have clarity as to, you know, and I don't know why they chose over Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini. I don't know why. But it's, you know, they did unburn 70 billion tokens that were not supposed to be unburned. You know, the question is, and you know, what we could have seen, and people, you know, have said this. He said this as well, is what you could have done is you could have just bought whatever extra supply. There was something where they talked about the where is it here? There's somewhere they talked about the give me one sec here. I saw another post where, because in the AMA, it was discussed that they made like $1 billion or whatever. They made like $1 billion, and they made a lot of money in the last 3 months of last year. And like, then one of the comments was basically, well, why don't you just take that profit and just like buy the token instead of just unburning it, right? Bring more value to the community instead of taking it away. Chris's argument would be, well, I'm bringing a tremendous amount of value because we just partnered with Trump, you know, and I get, so whatever, I can do what I want. And to his point, he can do whatever he wants. But that being said, you know, we can think whatever we want. I can think what I want. Black Sea thinks what he wants. You can think what you want, and you have a choice to hold the tokens or not hold the tokens, right? I'm holding the tokens. I'm not buying any more tokens. I've got plenty CRO coin tokens, but you know, I'm holding the coins because I'm looking at what crypto.com's doing, and they're beating the competition. There's a big deal that they're beating the competition. And yeah, I mean, it's difficult, and Zack XBT has a point that they're kind of doing some supply manipulation, but there's a reason for it. There's no rules to say that they can't do it. You know that they own the governance, so it is what it is. And if you don't like it, well, then frankly, you can sell your CRO coins and go. And that's basically exactly what Chris said. And he didn't really apologize for that or offer any additional clarity on that. It's basically, his position is, we're doing the right thing. I'm doing it right. We're doing great things. We're going to be bullish. It's going to be awesome. Focus on building. Stop focusing on price. Think in terms of dollars instead of pennies, which is another interesting metaphor to use, because I don't think he was talking about the price action of CRO. I think he was just using it as a metaphor to say, like, think bigger, not like focused on the one little thing. So it's just very interesting. It's a very interesting story, and it's making a lot of headlines today. But you know, maybe, I don't know. Just the fact that there's partnerships with Trump is pretty wild. It's some pretty big partnerships. So, you know, maybe we get some more upward momentum in the price action. We are seeing the S&P 500 come up today as well a little bit. It's getting a little recovery for the broader crypto market. We have the White House saying that gold reserves might be used to purchase Bitcoin. This is according to a senior White House official, remaining anonymous, I guess. But, oh, wait, no, maybe not. Bo Hines, not anonymous. But anyway, so there you go. What if we sold some gold for Bitcoin? Wouldn't that be incredible? What do you think? Are other countries going to do that as well? If Bitcoin goes higher, how high do you think CRO and your altcoins can go? A lot higher. The higher Bitcoin goes, the higher your altcoins can hypothetically go. That's historically what we've seen, at least with the total market cap. And speaking of Bitcoin going higher, a public company, KULR, which I don't know this company, I don't expect you to know this company, just bought 56.3 Bitcoin worth $5 million. Then your question would be, well, why are you talking about a company that nobody knows or you don't even know, CryptoKip? And the answer to that question is because it doesn't even matter what the company is. What does matter is that we see company after company after company buying 56 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 400 Bitcoin, whatever they might be buying. They're buying millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. There's only 21 million companies that can buy one Bitcoin. Matter of fact, a lot less than that, because most of the Bitcoin supply that's out there is already held by somebody. In order to get it, you need somebody else to sell it to you. Well, what if there was 21 million different people that hold one Bitcoin apiece and they didn't want to sell it? You have the price going to infinity, basically, at that point, okay? I don't think that's exactly how it works, but the less supply and the more demand, the higher the price, and that's the only way we're pretty much going from here over time. That being said, we do have some tariffs coming out on April 2nd. Maybe some of those are going to get backtracked. Some of those are going to get put forth. He said he forgot about cycles. Person of interest, did he actually come out and say that he forgot about cycles? Did he actually come out and say that? Because he must have, because there's going to be a bear market. That was a dumb. Oh man, everybody mark their calendars. It's going to be an egg on face thing probably. I hope not. I hope it just keeps going up. But there are times to take profit, friends. There are times to take profits, my friends. Well, using other liquidity would be launching your own meme coin, then partner with an exchange to create an ETF for that meme coin. Meme coin and finally get your own line. Ooh, man, Daryl. Yeah, I don't know. Using other exchanges would be launching your own meme coin, then partner with an exchange to create an ETF for that meme coin. And then dump the coin when you finally get your unlock. Well, let's see how all that shakes out. Oh, we're getting political in the chat. Trump's admin doing better at keeping market manipulation secret, but no. What about China took the ban on cryptocurrency for Chinese people for the 9,487th time, you mean? Did that happen? I didn't see that news today. China crypto ban. Nope. Not a thing yet. Scott, I feel so bad, dude. Scott Schwartz in the chat, he'll come to me with these stories that are big stories, and I don't know where you find them, because some of them aren't real, and I know that it happens in crypto every day, and it scares me because there's a lot of people that will see a piece of news like that and then open up a trade based on some news that isn't real. And that's the danger. So you gotta be careful with all that stuff. Child and wife, they're great. They're doing great. Saw it on the internet. Isn't the internet a wild place, Scott? Isn't it crazy? But no, I'm not coming at you at all, Scott. It's just, it's the reality of this market, right? There's so much fake news that comes out all the time. How many times did the XRP lawsuit end? You know what I mean? Thousands of times. What chat is he on? It's not YouTube because I cannot find the comments he's reading. Oh, yeah, it's the live chat. You got to go to the live chat. Number one thing is interesting when he talked about the 4-year cycle not being the same. I missed that. I've actually got to go back and listen to that. Is he basically, did he just call the end of the 4-year cycle? It's definitely different than it was last time at this point. Oh, Daryl, you're okay. We love your opinion. Hey, whether people agree with you or disagree with you, I love a good opinion or a bad opinion. And I'm not saying your opinion's bad. I just love an opinion and a discussion in the chat. And it's fine as long as we're being friendly. As long as we're being friendly. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, China did not unban crypto, but, we are headed in the right direction for crypto. There's still things like this. Security concerns slow crypto payment adoption worldwide. But we are seeing a step in the right direction. Some cool stats in like Europe of crypto payments for groceries and for shopping is actually astounding. You see this other story I was talking about. Was I talking about in this video? Dogecoin. There was 10 million Dogecoin purchased by the House of Doge, the Dogecoin Foundation, and there's some announcements they're teasing for payment processors and partnerships coming soon. So, we're heading in the right direction, but there are still some hurdles that we got to kind of get through, and we're figuring it out. Shawshank says, crazy how many people lost faith in Chris. He's just the punching bag, Shawshank. Look at the price, look at the actions of the company, and decide for yourself. I think people are just lashing out over the 70 billion token burn. We lashed out. I lashed out a little. Black Sea lashed out a little more. Because it's something that's upsetting. You're holding the token and it's going to get devalued by 2/3. There better be a good or by double. There better be a good reason for it. And we didn't really get a good reason, and we kind of have it now because we have a Trump partnership, so that's good. But yeah, Daryl, I got strong opinions on things, but I can have a conversation with anybody about anything, and I'd urge everybody to be able to do that. Now, there's some things that I'm not going to engage in a debate. I'm not going to engage in a political debate on a YouTube channel. Me as the guy who's maintaining an audience, and I respect people's opinion, even when I'm, in private behind closed doors. If I have a difficult conversation with somebody, I try to make it not that difficult. I just try to be friendly and reasonable and listen to other people. And I think if we all did that, the world would be a better place. We'd all be a little less divisive in our politics, and even with like our judgments of Chris. I think we have to be able to look at the negative side of what crypto.com just did and look at the positive side of what they did, because then only then are you going to have a real valid opinion on the whole matter. And I think that's the real way we kind of got to do this life and do this world. So that's my thoughts on it anyway, and I want to share it with you. So if you guys want to sign up for Blowfin, by the way, you could do some trading for yourself. You can sign up using our link. It's in the comments down below. Let's look at some price action. Crocoin is coming on up today. That's pretty good to see. Bitcoin is going on down today, so that's kind of lame. It's okay. Hold up. Okay. There you go. No. I wonder if my daughter's still watching on the big screen. I don't think so. She's probably better off with like Mickey Mouse Playhouse. Come on, Mousecators! Huh? Yeah, I've been doing Mickey Mouse lately. Have you guys seen Goofy's dance? Do yourself a favor and that's so rude. That's so rude, Michael, bro. How dare you call me that, bro? Shawshank, I can't read that comment out loud, but you have a good, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. I hope none of that happens. Roadblocks. Haven't done that yet. Yeah, the lion. Nobody took the lion. The guy who won the giveaway didn't respond to us yet. So he's got 4 more days. He's got till Friday. And we're going to do that loaded lion giveaway again. Lion token. What about it? What's it doing? Is it exploding? Is it dying? Woo! It's absolutely exploding. That's unbelievable. Look at this coin. Wow. It's really popping off. This is the largest meme coin on Cronos right now. The Loaded Lions token. That's unbelievable. Don't forget to take that profit, guys. I do not think this is going to be a long-lasting pump for the Loaded Lion coin, okay? Oscar Ramos in the chat. How we doing? How we doing, Mr. Ramos? Well, I appreciate that, Chadzilla. But I'm not going to show my cards. Wow, that Lion token is exploding though, huh, folks? Man, congratulations to Loaded Lion token buyers and holders. And man, that airdrop. Not bad, huh, guys? Not bad at all. Oscar Ramos in the chat. Are you genuinely excited for CRO even with that massive dilution? Yeah, I mean, I don't like the dilution, but like, I mean, they just partnered with the president, so like that's pretty cool. Plus the exchange is extremely profitable. They're on top of the world. It's a bad move, the 70 billion unburn. Optics wise, they got a lot of backlash, but man, they have survived so many brutal moments. The MCO conversion, they just continue to move upward and onward. So yeah. Yeah, and I mean, without that, we'd just be sitting here like scratching our head. Is Michael? Michael, what's up with you in the chat today? He's just, what are you? Is it 420 or something? Or are you? Sushi says his Lion airdrop is up 4x, not too shabby. Shawshank, they've shot themselves in the foot before, but they're like a gecko. The foot keeps coming back. Anyway, yeah, guys, so Loaded Lions token shooting up. Not surprised to see that. Actually, let's take a peek at something real quick. What's Starfish? I don't know what that is. Need to work. Okay, get to work, Michael. Get to work. Make that cheddar. Make that money, brother. Yeah, we kind of got Crow. We got Mary up a little bit today. Now, I was just going to kind of see if... Isn't it interesting? Here you go. You know, over the last 24 hours, you got a lot of Marys, like, actually up way less than... Loaded Lions is up. Capybara's up a lot. Crow with Knife's up quite a bit. You got a lot of these Cronos coins up today. Not that surprised because, you know, Crow with Knife pumped, and so they're paired with Crow. So, of course, they're going to pump. But this price action being a little lower tells me that some people are still offloading some Mary coins right now, which is very interesting. Still got hope for that thing in the future. Anyway, I'm out of it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm rooting for all these memes. You know, the stronger crypto.com is, the stronger the memes could potentially be. So I'm not doing any of those token lockups, though, Benny. It's tough. It's tough. That's all right. That's all right, buddy. It's tough. It's tough, though. It's tough to do any token lock. I don't like the lock. I don't like the lockups. CRO offering 15% right now. They want you to lock it. They want to keep that locked in the market. Starfish feet grow back. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. They're like geckos. He's like, so crypto.com is a starfish. There you go. Dogecoin Mars. Is Dogecoin Mars shooting up today? Bingo. Is it? What was I looking up? Dogecoin. Elon. Ticker. Elon. It's up a little bit. I love these tunes. What do you guys think of these tunes, huh? Is it a vibe or is it a vibe? Let's change it up. What do we got? What's next? Still so far down from its highs. Yeah, I think this has a lot of upside. Elon is just a... He's just a crypto bull, let me tell you. Got the Express clothing store vibe. But I like it. What does? My daughter's 4th grade class was doing a Bitcoin game. Are you kidding? That's crazy. Oh, Eric, you make me chuckle, my friend. And what else we got out there? Eric's moving to Thailand? Oh, dude. What's going on in Thailand? Is the ETF really worth it? Yeah, probably. Thanks, Papa. How you doing, Papa? Nico says Twitter is not news. Good luck with that, Nico. You're going to get if you get news from Twitter, though, there's a lot of news that's fake on Twitter, but you will see news first on Twitter and then later and spun by the media, left and right. And on X, you're going to see spin too, but if you just read it all, you'll get the scoop. Twitter is probably the fastest, best place to get news. But you have to know how to sift through the BS. Jay says, sold 25% of my CRO on this pump, was hoping for a small crash to buy more today. Might get it, Jay. Open up a restaurant, pizza, 92. I moved shipping company over there. Dude, very cool. Very cool. What's my bull price prediction for ETH? 10K. Aaron, why didn't Chris just buy more CRO coins if they put... Yeah, I don't know. They should have. I think they should. I think they should have bought more CRO. Oh, it's got some Express clothing store vibe. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Here, this one's called Voodoo. What do you think? Does a game with the eyebrows. It's getting weird over here. Trust me, bro. That sounds awesome, Eric. I didn't sell any CRO and I did not add up, Jan. I just sat tight. That's what I did. All right. Nice live stream, guys. Quite a few views today. 125 views on YouTube. By the way, did you guys tap that like button? Yeah, if you didn't smash the like button, I don't know what you're doing. There's 125 views. There's 37 likes. We did a Loaded Lions giveaway, by the way, yesterday, and the guy hasn't claimed it. So keep an eye out and turn on our notification bell, because in another week, what I might do is I might redo the whole giveaway. I don't know. The guy didn't claim it. I don't know. We're going to see. Maybe I'll just redraw. Hang in there, but smash a like if you like giveaways, and if you enjoy the content, you got to tap that like button. 127 viewers, 41 likes. I think we've got some work to do, folks. Got 143 of you, 44 you guys watching on X as well. Thanks for stopping by the Crypto Report. Any more bee interactions, Kip? No, thankfully. That was California. I got chased by a bee. in my video. It was wild. Oh my gosh. I just found so much belly button lint in my belly. Live on the stream. I have so much belly button lint. I'm not going to show you guys. That's gross. Just take my word for it. It's a weird stream. Smash the like button for that belly button lint, folks. All right, we got like 3 more likes. It's a tap a button. You tap a button. It's really easy. Belly button lint coin. Send me the supply. Wait, don't. I do not create tokens, that's for sure. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna end on belly button lint. Guys, that's all I got. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll keep the content coming, guys. Just tap the like button on your way out. If you want to sign up for Blowfin, do some trading, you can sign up using our link. Up to $5,000 deposit bonus. Check it out. Take advantage of it if you want to, guys. I'm bullish on crypto. This is a very bullish turnaround for crypto.com. Be careful in the markets. Be careful for that belly button lint, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. DCA HODL. Do your own research. You know the drill. Peace, guys.